Why, when you go to the dental office, are they telling you that you need this deep cleaning that costs you like $1,000 out of pocket? Why doesn't the insurance cover it? Why? Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Marchelle, and welcome to my channel. Y'all, if you haven't already, stop what you're doing. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Help me out. Hit subscribe right now and go ahead and hit the like button because I am about to put y'all on and give y'all some dental hygiene tea like I usually do. So go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below, and hit that bell so you can get notified every time I post another video, okay? For those of you who don't know, I have been a dental hygienist for going on 8 years, y'all. 8 years. So I have learned a little bit about the dental field, just a little bit. I'm super excited to have you guys. As you can tell by the title, we're gonna be getting into why you probably need a deep cleaning at your dental office. They've been telling you you need a deep cleaning and you've been real apprehensive about it. You've been like, they're just trying to get my money. I'm here to tell you, sadly, you probably need that deep cleaning, okay? Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get into this video. But really quick, y'all, I have this cute shirt on. Custom made, it says dental hygienist with my name and a tooth, super cute. This shirt is super cute, super duper comfortable. This shirt is by C Creations, so shout out to C Creations, that is C-I Creations. You can find her on Instagram. I love wearing all these shirts. I have like 6 of these shirts, something like that. And I love them. They're so comfortable because I wear a lab jacket at work. So I like to have like a comfortable long sleeve shirt under my lab jacket, or just a comfortable shirt because she also has short sleeve shirts that I already ordered one for the summertime, and I'll be ordering more. But anyways, y'all, yes, get into this shirt. Go ahead and get you one. But anyways, yeah, so that you can get notified every time I post another video. Okay, let's get into it. All right, y'all. So first things first, let's even talk about why would I need a deep cleaning? Okay, so pretty much, guys, in the dental office, there are probably 4 types of different cleanings that you can get. One is a regular cleaning for healthy gums. 2 is a gingivitis cleaning, or we call it a scaling in the presence of inflammation. The 3rd one is a debridement. A debridement would be if you just have a lot of plaque going on, and then a debridement leads into a deep cleaning. And then the 4th one is the actual deep cleaning, okay? So let's go ahead and break this down, okay? All right, so the first one, this is the most favorable one. This cleaning is covered 100% by your dental insurance. So when you call your dental insurance and you're like, they want me to get a deep cleaning and it's not covered, and they're gonna be like, well, we cover you for 2 cleanings every year. And then you're gonna come back to us and be like, my insurance covers 2 cleanings every year. But we're like, but did you tell them about the deep cleaning? And they knew dang well that that's the cleaning that's not covered. They're just, trying to make all of our lives more difficult, but it's okay. But anyways, y'all, so the pro fee is what we call our regular cleanings, okay? Regular cleaning, we call it a prophylaxis or short-term pro fee. The code for this at the dental office is D1110. So that is the code that's billed out to your insurance when you have healthy gum tissues, okay? How do we determine if the gums are healthy? So number 1, we do x-rays. So we're able to look on the x-rays for any type of bone loss. Bone loss is basically when I'm looking at the x-ray and I'm looking at your teeth, there is bone that is underneath our gum tissues. All right, guys, angle is changing up because my phone ran out of memory. Anyways, y'all, I'm back on a different device. So what we were talking about was a dental prophy, right? So basically, I'm looking at your bone health on the x-ray. If you have healthy gums, and you're just due for a regular prophy, that means that your bone that supports you is all the way up here. It's all the way where it's supposed to be, okay? That is a healthy prophylaxis, healthy dental cleaning that can be done in the office and is typically 100% covered by your dental insurance, and it is a preventative, okay? Now, y'all, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the glare out of my glasses, but I don't think I will be able to, so let me just take them off because that glare be really bothering me, y'all. Anyways, let's go ahead without the glasses. But anyway, be a prophylaxis cleaning. Now, when you come into the dental office, we take x-rays and then we also do a gum evaluation. That is when we do the probing. That's what it's called. Usually it's with your hygienist, and it is when you hear them calling out a lot of different numbers, 323, 223, 123, all these different numbers, and you're like, what is this? That's what we're doing. We're probing your gum tissues. We are measuring where exactly is that bone as compared to the tissue, as compared to the tooth. So we are trying to figure out if you have any bone loss when we're doing all those numbers. So with those numbers for a healthy dental cleaning, if your numbers are all 1 through 3 millimeters, you know that you can have a healthy dental cleaning. Yay! Also, you may hear maybe up to 3 4s. If you have all 1 through 3s and maybe up to 3-4 millimeters, you're typically safe to have a dental prophylaxis or prophy or regular dental cleaning, y'all. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the next one. Okay, so if your mouth is generally healthy, generally you should have all your bone, but maybe you just have a lot of inflammation. So gum inflammation is basically just swollen gums, swelling, irritation, and bleeding. That's typically what will go into this next category of cleanings. The next category of cleanings, I call it a gingivitis cleaning, but the technical term is scaling in the presence of inflammation. So this is the next step above a regular dental cleaning. So your bone is still intact, you still have all your bone, but you just have inflammation of your actual gum tissues. And so you're probably experiencing a lot of bleeding, soreness, irritation to the gums when we're poking. With the numbers, you're probably getting, also 1, 2s, and 3s, but you're getting a lot more 4s. That would be considered a gingivitis cleaning. When you have mainly 1 through 3 millimeters, you're probably gonna have a lot of 1 through 3 millimeters, but this time around you have more 4 millimeters. So you have probably about 4 or more 4 millimeter areas, or what we call pockets. The space that we measure when we're going to do these probing depth measurements, what we're doing is we're measuring the tooth pocket. The tooth pocket is the space where your tooth sits into your gums. So that's basically what I'm showing you. Every space where my tooth is sat into my gum, that space is called the tooth pocket. The tooth pocket is supported by the tissues, by bone, by fibers, but let's focus on the basics. It's supported by tissues and bone. Underneath your gum tissues, what you can see, there's bone, and that bone helps to keep your teeth stable, helps to make sure that your teeth aren't loose, and helps to make sure that you don't lose any teeth. So in a healthy tooth pocket, your bone, say if this is the part that you can see, this is my white part, my enamel. This is underneath my gums. This is the bone. Let's say this hand is the bone. In a healthy tooth and tooth pocket and healthy gums, the bone is all the way here. So it's all the way supporting the tooth. In gingivitis, the bone is still here supporting the tooth. Now in gum disease, when you need a deep cleaning, your bone is probably here or here or here or here. It just gets worse and worse. And as the bone goes down, the tooth becomes loose. And that's how people lose their teeth, because they're losing the bone support around their tooth. Typically, as the bone goes, so does the gums over time. So that is the gist of it, okay? So y'all, so for the gingivitis cleaning, when we're doing the measurements, you're probably hearing a lot more 4 millimeters. We typically always record bleeding, so you're also probably hearing that there's some more bleeding areas. So that would be considered a gingivitis cleaning. The code for a gingivitis or a scaling in the presence of inflammation cleaning is D4346. The D4346 is sometimes covered by your insurance. Sometimes. It's probably a 50-50, maybe 60-40 that they do cover the gingivitis cleanings. And a lot of times your insurance just treats it as like a regular cleaning. They'll cover it, but you know, it's not a lot of money. Like, it's just treated as like a regular cleaning. It shares the same frequency with a regular cleaning. The difference with the gingivitis cleaning is that once you have a gingivitis cleaning, your dental hygienist and your doctor may suggest you coming back for an evaluation of your gums. So after you do a gingivitis cleaning or scaling in the presence of inflammation, you may be asked to come back in about 4 to 6 weeks so that they can reevaluate your gum health and see how you are healing up. Sometimes they even offer other things such as laser treatment, because the laser that we use in the dental office can help to heal up these gum tissues by killing off the bacteria that's underneath the gums, causing the inflammation, the bleeding, and the irritation. So at the 4 to 6 week evaluation, your hygienist will discuss with you what your next steps are. If you are healing well, your dental hygienist may suggest coming back for more frequent cleanings, maybe every 4 months instead of every 6 months. Or if you healed really well, then she might just say, hey, let's go ahead and see how we do in 6 months. And if we need to reevaluate at that point, then we will. But so far, it looks like you're doing well. Looks like you healed up well from the gingivitis cleaning that was performed. And I'm sure that you're also helping by flossing. Flossing plays a huge role, guys. Please floss, okay? Don't just not floss and then be like, why do I need a deep cleaning, sweetie? Because you're not flossing. That's why you have to floss, y'all. So anyways, I'm not judging, but just don't be coming to us talking about, so why do I need a deep cleaning? And you ain't flossed since the last time I flossed you in 6 months, 6 months ago. Okay, so that is the scaling in the presence, okay? If your gums are not doing well in 4 to 6 weeks, your hygienist may suggest at that point doing a deep cleaning, okay? So that brings me right into our next category, okay? The deep cleaning. Now, there is one other step in between a deep cleaning that I won't go too much into, but I'll just let you guys know what it is. So it's called a debridement. A debridement may mean that the patient has a lot of tartar kind of caked up on the teeth, and it's hard to even probe, to even get the readings and the numbers, because there's a lot of tartar and plaque on the teeth. So your dental hygienist and doctor will suggest a debridement first, bring you back in a few weeks, bring you back after the debridement, reassess the gums, and then you get a deep cleaning. So for me personally, I don't really do debridements that much. It's very rare that I will do a debridement. To me, I'm just like, I will just get straight to the deep cleaning, because that's what you need at this point. I will probe the best that I can. and reassess after I'm done with the deep cleaning. Now, everyone works differently. Your doctors may suggest different things. You have to go off of what you work well with as a dental hygienist, and you have to listen to your doctor and do what your doctor says, okay? Because we got to work under them. Folk. Now that we discussed the debridement, let's go ahead and get into this deep cleaning, okay? This deep cleaning is technically called a scaling and root planing, okay? Or we abbreviate it typically as like an SRP. I've seen it written as CRP, so scaling and root planing, whatever. So why would you need an SRP? Why? Why, when you go to the dental office, are they telling you that you need this deep cleaning that costs you like $1,000 out of pocket? Why doesn't the insurance cover it? Why? Okay, so the scaling and root planing, it means that you are having bone loss. You're having attachment loss, probably. So, meaning that the gums are unattaching from the teeth, meaning that the bone that's underneath the gums, you're starting to lose that bone, okay? So like we already talked about, in a healthy tooth, the bone is up here. In a patient who needs a scaling and root planing that's experiencing bone loss, or what we call periodontal disease. Y'all, when you guys need a scaling and root planing, it is because you have periodontal disease, okay? So I always encourage my patients to go ahead and look it up, do your own research. It is something that is not reversible. If you have gingivitis, that's reversible because you haven't lost any bone. It's just inflammation. You can do a good cleaning, you can floss really well, you could go in more frequently for your cleanings and get your gingivitis under control. When you have periodontal disease, you have lost bone. And because that bone does not grow back, you guys, you have to maintain your periodontal disease for your whole life. So a deep cleaning or scaling and root planing means that in your healthy tooth, your bone was here supporting your tooth. And now, as you lose bone, your tooth starts to loosen up, okay? And eventually, you lose so much bone that you lose the tooth. A tooth is probably about 12 millimeters long, and when we're doing probing for gum disease, for periodontal disease, those depths are typically 5 millimeters and greater. 5 millimeters, 6 millimeters, 7 millimeters, 8 millimeters, 9s, 10s, I done seen it all, okay? So you have to realize that your tooth is only 12 millimeters long. So if you have a 6 millimeter pocket, you've lost like 6 millimeters of bone. You've lost so much bone, and we only have so much more to spare before it's just complete tooth loss. And I always tell my patients, I'm like, we're not like our grandparents or parents or their parents and their parents. We don't have to wear dentures. We have the tools and the knowledge. It's 2024. We can keep our teeth. We just have to do the things that we need to do in order to keep them. And yes, they're pricey. Deep cleanings can be pricey, but it's worth it to save your teeth, because there's nothing like your natural teeth. You do not want to be eating with dentures, okay? You can't enjoy steak with dentures, y'all. It's just not balanced, okay? You'll be biting here and your denture will be lifting up there, so you don't want that. So when you need a deep cleaning, you're probably getting probing depths of 5 millimeters and greater. Bleeding, I'm sure of it. Gum irritation of the gums, swelling of the gums, also looking like you're losing your gum attachment around the tooth, and you're having bone loss, okay? So all of those things put together mean that you're going to be needing a deep cleaning. So your hygienist is probably not suggesting this to be mean, to get money from you. She's suggesting this because it's needed to save your teeth, to get you back into health, to destroy the bacteria that are trying to harm your bone and your gums and your teeth. So if you need a deep cleaning, obviously do more research about it. Make sure that you know what it is that's causing this. It's typically bacteria, but the thing with periodontal disease is that it can be other factors. It could be a family history, so genetics. It could be your partner has gum disease, and obviously, when you kiss your partner, bacteria is transferable, and periodontal disease, so it's kind of like a contagious thing in a sense. All of these different factors, but most of them just come back to bacteria. If your family has a history of gum disease, it doesn't mean that you have to get it. That means that you have to work harder to not get it. You have to be on top of flossing. You have to be on top of brushing, be on top of your mouth rinses. And I speak from experience because my family has periodontal disease. They all have a history of periodontal disease. Both my parents have multiple missing teeth, so I have to work extra hard to not develop periodontal disease. So yes, guys, that is pretty much a wrap to this video, okay? If you guys have more questions, go ahead and drop them down right now in the comments and let me know your thoughts about this conversation. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that I kept it short and sweet and to the point. I hope that you understand a little bit more why you might need a deep cleaning. So yeah, guys, I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a great day.